Greetings this day. Nope, that's good. Okay. Oh, it'll adjust here in a minute. Usually does. So, blessings to you this day, and I hope all is well. Kind of spurred by our blog post that we put up today, which I will put in the chat here. Oh no, wrong thing. And the blog post was titled Prepare for Success. And I wanted to, and I feel a little compelled to think about this in a context of a little bit more, because blog posts are just snippets, like so much of else that we do. It's a snippet in a moment, an idea, and sometimes we can expound on it. And I think it's a topic worth consideration by many. Even I consider myself still trying to figure it out. Sorry about that. And the idea is, what's next? What else? What can we do? We accept Christ. We say we're in the kingdom. We want to be moving forward. And the question is, are you prepared? There's a concept in professional work environments of the fear of success. People aren't successful because they're afraid of being successful. The idea that we don't know. What if? What's the price? What's the cost? What's a lot of that? And taking a pause to find out, are you prepared? I think the answer we all will come to is no. How can you be prepared? How can you be ready for the unknown? I've shared this story a lot. When I first started teaching a couple years ago, the statistic was, I don't know what let's see if I can find what the current statistic is. Is about how many, let's see if I can Google it. What percentage of jobs will current kindergartners get that do not exist today? Okay, so right now it's gone down a little bit. It used to be higher. I think at one point a couple years ago it was like 80%. Right now, per Google, 65% of children currently entering primary school will have jobs that don't exist today. That's still over half. It's like 2/3. 2/3 of everyone entering school as a kindergartner this year will be working a job in 18 years / 20 that does not even exist today. 5 years ago, if I told you AI was taking over jobs, wouldn't think that's a possibility. Now it's a reality of, what does that mean? How do we incorporate it? So how do you prepare someone for something that does not exist? And that is a concept and an idea that abounds. As a teacher, there's only one thing I can prepare: to think, to be, to live. Now, are these not things Jesus taught? Jesus did not break down everything for the disciples. He taught them practical things of go and do. What does it mean to be God in the flesh? You're not God in the flesh. Jesus was. He wanted you to tell others about that. How do you do that? Learn what it means to walk with Jesus. What does that mean? How do you prepare to walk with Jesus? That's a good question. Well, you've accepted Christ. Right now, typically it says go to church. Most people will say church, got relationships, talk to people. We're learning. Okay. What? We'll go off what's on from the other day. Why be a Christian and what are you doing about it? To get to heaven? Reward up there? Trying to make other people convert? God calls us. God transforms lives. We're here to help people realize that. Everyone has a different part to play. What's your part? I don't know. I'm not you. But what I do know is just like I equip my students to think, to read, to support themselves, do the same thing. What does it mean to be prepared for what's unknown? Have a prayer life. Have a connection with the Holy Spirit and God. That's what this comes down to. Once you've accepted Christ, be water baptized, pray and ask for the Holy Spirit baptism. If you got that, engage in prayer, seeking God. Assume you know nothing. Walk in empty and let God show the way. That's what Jesus taught. I only do what my Father shows me. I only do the work of the Father. That's what Jesus said. He prayed in the morning, prayed in the evening, spent time with people. That's what it is. How to be prepared for success? Pray. Have a prayer life. It's not just a laundry list. There's a lot of things out there of what you can and that mock the list and the vending machine God and God's a big Santa Claus or magic wand. But a living, breathing relationship with a living God. Christ was resurrected, which means he's not dead. He's alive. And he's in heaven in flesh. These are concepts that we will not fully understand here, but will. So be prepared for success. Pray, 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 pray. I cannot say pray enough. Prayer is one of the biggest things that I think is a life-changing element with our lives. And without it, we will be lost. We can try good works. We can try to do good. We can try to do what seems right. But at the end of the day, without a relationship with God in the heavens, what is there? Second part. So, pray. 2, be prepared to do what's uncomfortable. Jesus died on the cross. How much more uncomfortable can you get? He showed us the way. It's not here supposed to be comfy and cozy. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. A little stress. Maybe not a little stress, a lot of stress. Being a Christian is not stress-free in the concept of, well, you mean I gotta really trust God? Yes. Gotta do stuff I don't really like? Yes. Gotta be nice to people I don't want to be nice to? Yes. So, that's 2. Be prepared to be uncomfortable and be okay with it. Now, I just brought up the word stress, and some people, a little stress is good. It makes you rely on God. If you could answer everything, then why would you need God for? Having a lot of stress, there's something else wrong there. There's walking in balance. Be concerned, but not concerned. Be in turmoil, but be at peace. These things are contradictions. And when you live it, you'll understand. Until you experience it, trying putting it in the words is hard. So 1, prayer. 2, be uncomfortable. 3, believe. Maybe faith should be higher. This is not just faith, this is believe. Do you believe what you've heard? Someone can tell you what communion means. Someone can tell you what prayer means. Someone can help you, teach you prayer and concept. But what is it to you? When you are able to write these things out, speak these things, then you have a belief. I'm not putting it first because your beliefs should be structured off your experiences with God and prayer. So now we come to a circle. Seek God in a relationship that's living and breathing. Be prepared that He's going to give you stuff that's uncomfortable. And the only way you're going to do those things is if you actually believe it. And I know it's hard. I've walked as a Christian over 20 years now. Seen a lot. Been part of a lot of weird and crazy stuff. And what I do know is to be real is really hard. Because when it comes to Christianity, a lot of people want to look it. But being it, it's a whole different ballgame. So, what's next? I kind of break it down to SSD. Seek, submit, do. If you've been on our materials, you might have seen this before. Seek God in prayer. Submit by doing the uncomfortable thing. And we know you believe it because you do it. How to prepare to be like Christ? Be open, loving, caring, and do. Spend time with our Creator. If you're someone who wants to meet a famous musician or sports athlete, why? You can meet a God who created everything for free. It just costs you some time. That might have hurt some people. God uses people. At the end of the day, He wants us all to be connected to Him. We're not here to judge each other. Love, encourage each other. Wherever you are in your walk, it's good. Where you're going is even better. Keep walking. Through our material, great. Through others, great. This stuff's talked about in many different ways. Whatever connects and makes resonates. And if you're consuming YouTubes and music and a whole bunch of different streams, some people say that would be too much noise. How can you figure out what's actually yours? That's a walk that you have to do. but it's a great time to experience and figure out who are you and how God made you to connect with Him. Be at peace. Blessings. I hope your tomorrow is so much better than today. And just know that tomorrow is only as good as we put in today. Reap, sow. Tomorrow is a new season, but where we end today, we pick up tomorrow. Not everything has to be done one day. This is a lifetime of walking with God into eternity. Take care.